Hello, Facebook world. Hope everybody has had a fabulous Monday. This is going to be a live that I highly encourage you, if you have gotten this far, meaning 10 seconds into it, watch the rest of it because it is going to be nothing shy of incredible. I have a super special guest coming on, but before I invite her on, let me just give you guys a quick introduction. My name is Gavin Teague. I'm a 22-year-old entrepreneur. As you see behind me, this is the beautiful Charlotte skyline. Let me just get my phone stabilized here. That might help. And guys, you know, a lot of people have watched my journey over the past couple years. And, you know, I talk to a lot of people. And, you know, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, and it's going to be backed up with facts by the professional here in just a little bit, I think everybody needs a network marketing business just because of the tax benefits. And it's just incredible, even if you're a W-2 employee, how much money that you can actually put back in your own pocket every single year just for having a network marketing business. So, you know, a lot of people look at network marketing and they say, well, Gavin, you know, I make enough money in my own business. I don't have time to do one of those things. And, you know, I think what you're going to learn in this video may just spark your interest and just help you learn a few really awesome things. So I'm going to bring my guest, Courtney Epps, on. I'm really excited for you guys to get to meet her. And hopefully this goes smooth. I know Facebook doesn't like to work all the time. If you're on live, okay, if you're live, put me a number 1 below in the comments. If you're watching this as a replay viewer, type a number 2, and I would be curious to know where in the world you are tuning in from. So, I'm going to get Courtney on. Let's see here. She is getting on. Uh-oh. She'll be on in a second. Don't know why it's not inviting her on. Let's see. Try it again.
Did it.
There we go.
What's up?
Hello, Miss Courtney.
How are you, man?
I am doing awesome. I am so excited that we were able to find some time and put this together. Guys, just to give you a quick background, I just met Courtney a couple months ago. And if you know me, I'm terrible with managing money. I'm good at making it, but not good at putting it back in my pocket. And I met with Courtney down at a convention called the ANMP, and I heard her speak on stage in front of thousands. I was blown away. And long story short, I said, Courtney, you have got to be my accountant. Like, I need you. So I'm really excited for what all of you watching this get to learn tonight. So Courtney, why don't you start? Tell us who you are and just give us kind of a basic background on you.
So I actually have been in the accounting world for the last 18 years, and I just recently wrote a book called More Relaxing, Less Taxing. And the subtitle on that book is Why You Would Be Brain Dead Not to Own a Business. And so I got involved in this world, and honestly, I hated it for a really long time, up until about 2 years ago. And I realized that my superpower is freeing up money for people so that they can get involved in some sort of business. And it literally teaches them how they can save more money and make more money and completely and utterly change their life. So yeah, I have 6 children. I live in Greenville, South Carolina. And, you know, my day job is freeing up money for people. I do tax strategy sessions about every 45 minutes all day long. And, you know, I run in, it makes me so angry because I run into so many people that just have no understanding how much money they're overpaying in taxes. And that's just what I love to do, is just free up money.
That is awesome. Well, it sounds like you're the type of person that everybody needs to know, right?
Yes. Yes.
By the way, if you are a network marketer and you're seeing this live video, type NWM below in the comments, because Courtney is someone very valuable to know. So Courtney, you know, there's a lot of people out there, they suffer from the MLM stigma, I call it. They look at multi-level marketing or network marketing and they're like, I don't have time to do that. I don't want to do that. What would you say is, why is a business like network marketing a benefit to someone that already has a full-time job or that's a W-2 employee?
So the biggest thing people need to understand is there are two tax systems in this country. And one is created to take your wealth, while the other was created to actually create wealth for you. And so, you know, most people believe it's one's for the poor and one's for the rich, but it is literally, one is for the W-2 employee, which is created to take your wealth, and one is created for a business owner, and that was created to bring you wealth. And so if you don't understand that, literally W-2 employees are going in debt year after year after year. So the average W-2 employee in America is making about $60,000 a year, and they're paying in $14,000 in taxes. That's average. Those are statistics. From that, out of that $14,000, so now their take home is $46,000 a year, and the cost of living in America is $53,000. So that means if you go to work every day, on average in America, you're going in debt about $7,000 a year. That's why we have so much student loan debt. That's why we have so much credit card debt. And we were taught to believe that you just need to go work more hours or go get a second job. And all you're doing is putting yourself in a higher tax bracket, paying more in taxes, and giving more money to the government in taxes. So that second system, the business owner system, if you just, even as a W-2 employee, attempt to earn an income in a network marketing company, I don't care what it is, find something you're passionate about that you can open your mouth and share with someone what you're doing. By doing that, you now get massive tax deductions that you're already spending money on anyway. Meals, mileage, cell phones. See, the thing is that me and Gavin, I have an accounting practice, so I run that out of my home, and I do that for a reason. Not because I can't go out and get a brick and mortar location, but because I want to be with my family. I want to see my children every day. I homeschool my children. My 3 full-time employees work on my property, and because of that, this swimming pool behind me is a tax deduction because I allow them to swim in my swimming pool. On top of that, my employees, my children, and my husband, they all swim in my swimming pool, so this is a fringe benefit. So it's 100% tax deductible. So there's just things that we're spending money on every single day that as a W-2 employee, you don't get the access to write those things off. And so all we're teaching people is, look, hey, just find something you're excited about, go share that with someone, and because you did and you're attempting to earn income, now those living expenses get redirected into business expenses, and you have about $25,000 worth of expenses that you're already spending money on today. Now you get to write those things off. So it's just, I'm extremely passionate about it. I know you can tell, but you know, I know, and because I was involved in network marketing, I'm not anymore. I just love the industry. I was able to save people $4,000 to $8,000 a year in taxes. So the reason why I got so excited about network marketing is because someone that I got introduced to asked me to do their tax return, and I literally saved her $4,100 more than she'd ever gotten back on her taxes. And so that was my aha moment, because accountants don't learn tax strategy. We didn't learn that in college. I didn't learn how to free up people's money. I didn't learn what they could write off to save them money in taxes. I was literally taught the exact opposite. I was not taught how to free up money. So now I know how to free that up. And we're just teaching people how to take what they're already spending money on, find a product or service, share that with people, and then now you have massive tax deductions and you can have a better life.
That is so awesome. So guys, if you're watching this video and you're watching replay, make sure you type replay below. But if you're watching this and you have friends that you feel like could get value from this, whether they've ever heard of network marketing or not, share this on your timeline. Click share in the bottom left-hand corner and then type shared. And then Courtney, when we see shared, we'll give a special shout out to all those people. So what are you finding? Obviously, people are putting more money in their pockets. So from a numbers standpoint, what are you finding that person that on average making $60,000 a year, what are they actually able to take home after their deductions, on average? I know it's hard to say, but what would you say that number would be for the people out there watching this?
So what I see is $4,000 to $8,000 a year. And so you're literally, but the thing is that $4,000 to $8,000 a year is equivalent to $7,000 to $13,000 a year in a pay increase. So you'd have to make $3.50 per hour up to $6.50 an hour extra for every hour that a W-2 employee works in order to be equivalent to just the tax deductions that you get from having a home-based business. And then on top of that, guess what? If you actually share, which is what you have to do in the network marketing industry, and I truly believe it is the only industry that you can get involved in and start sharing it with people on a part-time basis. You get the massive tax deductions, and then you start learning how to make money, but because you're getting the personal development, you're getting all the benefits that it costs thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to get outside. And so $4,000 to $8,000 a year is minimum that I see on a tax return.
Wow, that's huge. That's huge. And the
Yes.
average W-2 employee, I mean, if you're sitting there watching this, ask yourself, what would you do with an extra $4,000 to $8,000? I mean,
Yeah.
that's a lot of money. And by the way, we got some people that have shared. Thank you for sharing, Michelle, Angie, and Sharon. So okay, Courtney, I gotta say, I'm mind blown since I've met you because I'm so passionate about this industry. I personally have never seen anything that you can take an average person and actually help them create wealth through residual income with such little overhead. And this has just given me a whole different perspective and angle, when I'm talking to people, because I have a lot of people. The number one objection that I get for people not joining is, I have a full-time job. I'm happy where I'm at. I make enough money. But if I'm hearing you right, you're saying you can make more money literally just for being involved and giving it an effort.
Yeah.
And that is huge. Lynn, thank you for sharing. Janet, thank you for sharing. Nicole, thank you for sharing. So what other value do you have, other compelling reasons? Why does network marketing make sense for just the average person out there? And this is, coming from not just the accounting side, but someone who's reaped the benefits of this industry.
Yes. So, my accounting practice has grown about 40 times since I got involved in the network marketing world indirectly. So, accounting has nothing to do with network marketing, but the people in it, you'll find that the people in the network marketing world are the greatest people on the planet. And they will just share things and help you. Like they just love to help you. The other thing is personal growth and development. And I'll tell you that I spend $85,000 a year to be a platinum partner with Tony Robbins. And a lot of the things that I learned in the network marketing world, I learned from Tony Robbins. It's just like reiteration. So, you can get involved in a company that will not only help you grow personally, but it also helps your mindset so you can grow your business. And that's all tax deductible. So, the next thing is who wouldn't want to spend more time with their friends and family, going on vacations and just having conversations with them. I tell you, every day, see, I stay around this industry because I help network marketers grow, but it's so exciting. And I have to question myself, gosh, no, should I really be doing accounting? And I should, because that's what I was put on this earth to do, is to free up money for people to help change their lives so they could get involved in something bigger. But literally, it's easier. It's much easier to do network marketing to me and have a conversation with someone than to come back and do tax returns. But somebody has to share this story so I can help you guys have more people on your team and keep them involved long enough to win. See, the problem is that 46% of Americans don't have an extra $400 to their name. And so if you are in network marketing, understand that people aren't necessarily turning you down because they think you're crazy, or they may say one thing, but they're literally saying to you, I don't have the extra money to get involved. I can't see how in the world I can find the money to free up every single month to buy products. And all we have to do is teach them it's not about spending more money. It's about taking what you're currently spending today and teaching you how to redirect that so you can keep more of your hard-earned money. And at the end of the day, literally just sharing with someone becomes tax deductible. So if I have Gavin, and Gavin and me are friends, right? So Gavin's in Charlotte. Guess what? I want to go to Charlotte. So I want to go to Charlotte next weekend. I've called up Gavin. Gavin, look, man, I found something. I want to share it with you. Let's have lunch. I'm coming to town. So I drive an hour and a half to see Gavin. Let's say it's 100 miles, and I think it is, to get to Charlotte from Greenville. It's crazy that we're so close together, and we've never even met. We've only met that one time in Dallas. But so I drive 100 miles to see him. That's 58 cents a mile that I get to write off on my taxes. And I sit down with Gavin. I'm going to have lunch with Gavin anyway, regardless if he decides to join me or not, if I'm in network marketing. So I tell Gavin about my idea and tell him how excited I am. And Gavin says, look, Courtney, I think you're either going to hell or jail. I'm not sure which one, but it's happening for you. And I'm like, you know what, man? You are just not educated. You don't get it. You don't understand. The government's done a really good job on you. You have bought into the idea that you have to go to school, get good grades, and go get a good job so they can take 40% of every dollar you make. And at the end of the day, that is the God's honest truth. See, as a business owner, I get massive tax deductions because I create economy. I create more employees. So I get deductions, and I get to buy the things that I need and want before I pay taxes. You, Gavin, sadly, you're a W-2 employee. Let's say you are at this time. And so you're a W-2 employee, and now you have to pay taxes, and you have no say-so in any of it. So at the end of the day, I know I'm smarter. And, you know, and it's because I just have been more educated in this industry. So I'm not going to attack anyone, and I'm just going to help them. Look, if this is money, if this is a money situation, let me help you free this money up. Let me teach you what I've learned. And so I'm going to get back in my car, whether you say yes or no. I'm going to write off 58 cents a mile times 100 miles. And then I'm going to write off my cell phone because I called you on it. I'm going to write off my internet because I needed to use it in order to run my business. I'm going to write off my laptop because I did a presentation with you. I'm going to write off business use in my home when I get home. I'm going to write off my swimming pool. I've already told you about that. And at the end of the day, I'm going to have more money in my pocket, and I'm going to be able to have a better life because of that. And I'm going to be able to help everyone else around me. So, you know, I want Gavin to sign up, but if Gavin doesn't, it's okay, because he just doesn't understand. So we have to help people understand that the network marketing industry is the greatest industry on the face of the planet. It's a way for you to create wealth, but it's also a way for you to save money. So you save enough money, then you start sharing it. You could be the worst possible salesperson on the planet. If you just open your mouth long enough, you get to write off your products. You get to write off your personal growth and development. You get to go to amazing events, and you get to be around the most amazing people who are willing to help you for nothing. Like, they will just continue to help you and help you and help you, even if you suck. So, I mean, because they financially benefit from you if one day you actually start making money. So I know you can tell I'm really excited about it. But, you know, and people didn't listen to me as an accountant when I was in the network marketing industry. And so that's another reason why I stay out of it. Like, I'm just telling you, it's an amazing place to be.
That is so awesome, Courtney. Well, you know, I can say this, if you guys are out there, you know, maybe you've never really, I know I haven't, I never saw network marketing from this angle. I saw it as a way to be free. I saw it as a way to create residual income, to help a bunch of people. But I actually, honestly, never really shared the angle of how it could help a regular W-2 employee. And that's, I mean, what would you say? 90% of people are W-2 employees in some way?
I have no clue how many, but I can tell you that even as a business owner, 93% of business owners are overpaying in taxes because they just don't understand how much they can truly write off. So even as a business owner, if I had a brick and mortar location, I couldn't write off commuting costs. So when I got in my car and drove to my office, I wouldn't be able to write that off. I wouldn't be able to write off business use in my home. And then the products that I'm taking, you know, if you're just using those to share with the world what you're doing, you obviously you've got to share those products in order to tell people about them. So all of that becomes tax deductibles. But you know, I know this. I know there's way too many people out there that are W-2 employees that shouldn't be. And let me break it down for you. I literally had someone come to my office a couple months ago. They'd gotten a $35,000 increase in their paycheck. Her and her husband, and they wanted to know how much it was going to pay. They were going to have to pay extra in taxes because of it. And literally, that $35,000 increase only gave them an extra $13,000 in take-home money because they were put in a higher tax bracket. But here's the sad part, and I broke it down for them. And understand this: if you don't get this today, I'm telling you that if I had a bug, sorry. So I'm telling you that if you don't listen to anything else I say today, most people are better off to have one income per household. And the reason why, so I took her and I said, okay, you make $55,000 a year. Her husband made $85,000 a year. So combined, they made $140,000. If we took away her $55,000 a year because she wanted to have kids, so she wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, and so they had no kids at this point, literally her $55,000 a year extra income was only bringing them $1,800 a month or $21,000. It was costing $34,000 in taxes for her to work. So most of you are saying, looking at the network marketing industry is there's no way I could make enough money to free up, you know, what I'm making today. But take the amount of money you're bringing home and divide that by how many hours a week you're working. And I can guarantee you it won't take you very long until you can far exceed what you're making as a W-2 paycheck. So she could literally make $1,800 a month doing anything because that's all she was bringing home to the family. But then because she has that job, now I have lunches. I have to go out and eat lunch. She would have daycare. She would have all these extra expenses, another car, more clothes, all these extra expenses that she wouldn't have if she was working from home. And so you could literally break it down with all the tax deductions that you get from having a home-based business. She would be better off making $1,000 a month sitting at home. And you can find anything you want to sell for $1,000 a month. I mean, literally, I could probably sell some of my clothes, maybe some of my children, but we don't want to go there. But, you know, I mean, so, and then on top of that, things like, you know, when you start actually making money in this industry, you're going to be paying less in taxes because I hire my kids. My kids are expensive. I pay them to do things that I would get somebody else to do. Like my 6-year-old the other day, I had her invite people. I said, push the blue button. She's 6. Push the blue button. She invited 700 people to my Facebook page. I would have paid somebody else to do that. So now I can hire her, pay her to do the things that I would hire someone else for, and I can give them $12,000 a year times 6 children. That's $72,000 a year. That saves me $28,000 a year in taxes, but I'm gonna give them money anyway. So if I give them money to do things in my business, now I can write it off. And then the other thing is that having an LLC. So see, as a W-2 employee, you have to pay FICA taxes. 7.65% of every dollar you make goes to pay FICA taxes. Then you have to pay federal taxes, and then you have to pay state taxes, and some of you have to pay local taxes. Well, guess what? As a W-2, as a business owner, you can be an LLC, a limited liability company, just limits your liability, and you get to decide, okay, I want to treat this LLC as an S corporation for tax purposes. And what that means is that allows you to bypass what's called self-employment taxes. See, you pay FICA at 7.65%, and your boss pays FICA. That together is 15.3%. Business owners pay that amount of money, that 15.3, on their net income, whereas a employee pays it on their gross income. So as an LLC and treated as an S corp, guess what? We get to bypass 80% of that self-employment taxes. On top of that, there's another new tax law that came out with the Trump tax code, which I love because it's perfect for business owners. It's to push people into being a business owner. And it's an extra 20% deduction on top of all of your net income. So if I made $50,000 a year as a W-2 employee, I'd pay 7.65% in FICA taxes, which is about, let's say, $3,750, right? Plus, I'd have to pay federal and state taxes. Well, as a business owner, I have that $50,000, same amount of money. I get to deduct all these expenses. Let's say I get it down to $25,000 is my net. Then I pay I don't even have to pay self-employment taxes on that. Okay, because I'm treating that as an S corporation. Then I get to take another 20% deduction off of that, and guess what? I'm now in the standard deduction bracket. I don't have any taxable income. That just blows my mind that people don't understand this. So I'm just trying to share this with the world. So the more you can share this and let me help teach people this information, the more excited I will get.
So guys, if you've gotten value or if you've learned anything from this video, type the word value below in the comments, tag a friend that you think could hear it. Better yet, click shared and share this on your timeline. Personally, I said, Courtney, I want you doing everything for me. Do my books, do my taxes. You make my life easy because it is not worth a headache to try to keep up with all of it. So if you're in this industry, if you're a business owner, wherever you fit in, do Courtney, do yourself a favor, not Courtney or me. Do yourself a favor, message Courtney privately and say, hey, I saw you on Gavin's video. I want more information, especially if you're a network marketer, because she is going to make your life easy and she's going to put money back in your pockets. And if you're someone that has, never been a part of network marketing and you're a W-2 employee, this is a great opportunity. Reach out. Let's talk. Get with the person who shared this video. Say, I want to learn more about network marketing because you deserve to have more money in your pockets for all your hard work. So, Courtney, thank you so much for being on tonight. I know so many people, look at the comments, just one after another. I know so many people are going to be reaching out. You're going to save a lot of families money to let them do more of what they love and enjoy together. Is there anything else you want to throw out there and add? Or, I think you gave really so much amazing value, but any last minute pointers or info?
Just if you are and it doesn't matter if you're network marketing or not, I've got a Facebook group that is free. It's called More Relaxing, Less Taxing. You can go there, and I put a lot of content there. So this live will be there, and a lot of content on how to save money in taxes. My book is obviously very good if you want to save $5,000 to $10,000 a year. So that's called More Relaxing, Less Taxing. And then also I will post in the comments, but you can go to my website and check us out. If you need help, we'll be happy to help you with. We're full service. So we do payroll, we do bookkeeping, we do tax strategy. So we teach you the things that I'm teaching you on this call, and we sit down with you personally and go through that. And we cover every state. So we typically do either a Zoom or a phone call. And for those of you that send me a message within the next 24 hours, we'll send you a link for a free tax strategy session. So you'll get 30 minutes with me, have a conversation. I'll just give you some pointers on what I think you should do, and then you can go back to your accountant and try to get them to do it for you, or you can hire us to do it as well.
Don't do that. They're not going to be as awesome as Courtney. Get her as your accountant. Oh, my goodness. Courtney, thank you so much for just bringing the fire and sharing so much of your knowledge. I'm so glad that I am working with you. And I know I tell everybody, that comes in my business, I'm like, if you want to save money and you want to, by the way, her last name is Epps, Tammy. She's tagged in this video, but I tell everybody, I'm like, this is the most beautiful industry to be in. So great decision there, and it's going to just help you save money. So you guys reach out to her, and Courtney, thank you so much for being on.
Thanks, Gavin. I appreciate you asking me to do it.
Absolutely. I hope you have a great evening.
You too, man.
All right. Bye. Awesome, guys. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Hope you got some value tonight. Click the share button, tag a friend, get this out there. This is going to help, anyone and everyone. And for those of you that have not started a network marketing business, there's no business on earth you can start for just a couple $100. And that couple $100, if you give it just a little bit of effort, can save you thousands. So it's really not an expense. It's an investment in yourself and into your future. So with that, guys, thanks for watching. Have a great day, or evening, I should say, from Charlotte, North Carolina. This is Gavin Teague. Peace out.